guys! So today we're gonna show you kind of how to make a quick, like, in-home dinner date kind of thing.
A little lunch date if you don't feel like going out or anything.
Yeah, this is healthy, it's homemade, and to be honest, it's pretty affordable. Our price tag came around to be, I think, $35, which when you like split it up is like $17 a person because we did it for two. Not only that, my house really doesn't have a lot of ingredients. I don't know, we've never
Essentials.
So I did have to buy a lot of the basics also that some people might have just laying around at home.
The most expensive things are going to be probably the steaks, but you could vary about how much you want to spend on those.
Yeah, we did get some pretty nice steaks because it was kind of just like a splurge thing. This is the first time he's been home in a while, and I just wanted to have like a nice little date.
3, 2, 1.
So let's get started.
Okay, so the ingredients are, we have 1 onion, a shallot, some bacon, some steaks, asparagus, and tarragon, I think it's called. We basically just use half and half, some cherry tomatoes, some chicken broth, I'm literally just reading it off the screen, and crab chunks. So what I did was I cut my onion in half and I diced kind of lines into it, very shallow. Just be careful not to cut your hands. And then I cut it like that so that it kind of came off in little chunks. Just please be careful when you do this if you use your hands. This just made it really fast. I got about a cup of it. It made my eyes burn like hell. I basically sauteed them over some butter until they were nice and brown. And then I added half a bag of the crab chunks. So, and I basically just did that until all the kind of flavors kind of came together and whatnot. This is when Nikolai started doing stuff, and he diced his tarragon after taking it off the little branches. So yeah, you're looking at that right now. How neato. Then he took his shallot and diced it fairly finely. He did it like a chef because he took the classes, I did not. I kind of just chop really hard. He makes it all fine and makes it look all pretty. But that's not necessary. You just need to get it finely diced. Like so. Then he added that all together, and I think he did add some vinegar. I didn't get a shot of that. He put that in a pan, and I think he basically sauteed it for a few minutes. We didn't get that either. So now I just kind of pour in some of the chicken broth and the half and half together and get it not to a boil, but just to where its steam's coming off. Then I add some tomato paste. I added a little bit too much. You might want to add a little bit less. Once all of my things kind of sauteed together, I got them in a big bowl, and this was really messy, so just kind of beware. And I got a full bag of the, oh wait, I guess half a bag, whatever. Half a bag of the crab chunks, put it all together, and I used my food processor to try to get it ground down to a fine paste. You basically just want to mix it all together so all of the flavors blend really nicely. I tried adding a cloth over it, but it kind of just fell in, so that was a fail on my part. But once it got to this part, it was pretty easy. You just want it to look almost like toothpaste, but a little bit more runny. This is just going to really thicken up your lobster bisque, which is kind of what we're cooking. Yeah. Once all of those things sauteed, Nikolai put them over a strainer to get all the juices. Now what you can't see is he actually has 2 pots. The pot below is boiling some water. And then he separated some eggs. We only used yolks. I think he used about 5 to 3 yolks. Then you use that juice that he just used and mixed in half a stick of butter slowly with the egg yolks until it kind of creamed up and it looked real nice. Now what I'm doing is I'm seasoning the steaks and I'm about to put them on. This is called pan searing, which is I basically just had butter in the bottom and you put the steaks in so that it sears both sides. Now I'm gonna flip them. And this isn't to cook it all the way through. After this, we put them into the oven at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. Now okay, so this is when I started using the bacon. I just finely chopped it up because bacon is really fatty, so it gives off a lot of nice juice. And then after that, I put it in the thingy, which I just used for the steaks because I did want some of the flavor to kind of blend. Now I take my asparagus and I chop it. The ends were really firm, so I didn't actually use those, but you can if they feel kind of nice. So I basically just chopped it in half, put that all in there, let it saute for a few minutes. You don't want to overcook them to where they're soft. You want them to still be firm, but cooked all the way through. You'll know they're cooked when they kind of turn a bright green color. I added the tomatoes, which was kind of weird because I'm really not a big fan of tomatoes, but I honestly just thought it would make it look pretty, and I've seen it be done before. This actually turned out to be a really good idea because I think it added a lot of the really nice juices that you see in it. I actually ended up using a serrated blade because the other one was just kind of squishing it. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I'm a rebel and I did it anyways. So yeah. After they turned bright green and they looked nice, I just kind of plated everything real nice because I wanted to look like a pro. So yeah. And other than that, I think the only thing we really didn't film is putting the steaks in the oven, but they came out really juicy and I was actually really proud, and you know, honestly everything came out, and so yeah, everything came out really well. I was really proud. And now we're gonna try it out.
Okay, so that's how we made our dinner. It probably took a lot longer than normal, and I think we might have left a few little steps out, but of course it'll be in like the voiceover or whatever. But of course we were videotaping and like trying to fondle around and get all our stuff together.
So what we made is like a crab bisque with like imitation crab bisque like sauce, and then we made, you know, steak with a Bernese sauce on it, and then asparagus with bacon.
And a little bit of tomato. I don't know why I put tomato in, I don't like tomato, but I thought it would look pretty. And I was right. I'm just really hot because cooking got hot. Okay, so let's test everything.
We win.
I still think I put a little bit too much tomato paste in that, but I mean, it's still good.
The Bernese sauce is gonna be really hard to make, especially if you're not like an experienced cooker. So you might want to try to find an alternative or like a really easy recipe online, because it's really easy to mess up. It's good. Those noises though.
Oh my god!
Is that good?
It really is. This is like the first time everything came out really well. Like, as a whole.
Holy shit, that's good.
That's really good. Okay, so this was pretty easy to make except for the Béarnaise sauce, or Bernese sauce, I don't know how to say it. Of course you could just do like a rub, or just like make a quick sauce with like, I don't know, something else.
I'm sure they have it at the store.
So yeah, remember you guys, you're never alone.
Because you always have us.
We love you guys.
And food.
And food. We love you guys so much.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye guys.